Hi friends, welcome to Forex Raja. Today I'll be discussing about one important topic which is called profit booking. When do I book my profit? Many people ask this to me that I have taken futures, I have taken options. When do I book profit? Everyone knows or they get to enter a trade, but they don't know when to exit. And there is where many people feel that I'll get some bigger money, and the greed creeps in, and there is where a lot of traders trap the retailers. So we are going to talk today about profit booking. Now let's assume a simple trade. Assume that 79.5 CE, today's trade. Let's assume this is one of the trade, and I see that okay, 79.5 CE is trading at 6 paisa, and I feel that okay, this 6 paisa can go up to, let's say, 10 paisa. Okay, so as you bought it at 6 paisa and you're expecting 10 paisa, but always remember there should always be a stop loss of 25%. That means if you buy at 6 paisa, your stop loss should be at 4.5 paisa. That means if at all your expectation does not work out and if it falls down at 4.5 paisa, you should be happy to exit because you're losing only 25%. Similarly, at 6 paisa you bought, you are expecting 10 paisa. Now let's assume your 6 paisa became 8.5 paisa and you are waiting for the 10 paisa to come. But let's say from 8.5 it comes to 8.75 and stops over there and is not going forward. Then you should not be waiting for your 10 paisa. From 6 paisa to 8.75, you've already made more than 20%. You should book your profit at this 20% and wait for the next opportunity. You should not wait for you should not ever set an exact target in futures or options and wait for that target. Because when you set a target for yourself, that means you're very confident it will go till there. But it is not necessary every time every trade will happen like that. There are some trades, so for example, there are some trades which actually will go very up. Someone bought something at 3 paisa and that 3 paisa became 20 paisa, and that's a huge thing. Maybe I would have expected max 3 paisa to become 8 paisa, but it sometimes becomes 20 paisa. But these kind of chances are hardly like 10 to 20% chances. Every trade will not become a multi-bagger. When 3 paisa becomes 20 paisa, it is called a multi-bagger trade, and not every trade, only 10 to 20% of the trades will become multi-baggers. And most of the trade, whether you sell or you buy, 70% of the trade will give you returns of 20% to 40%. And whenever you buy or sell anything, if you are getting 20 to 40% of your investment, you should book profit. If not full profit, at least half your lot you should sell and book profit. In that way you protect your capital. Don't ever think that every trade you take will become a multi bagger. Every trade that I should take, I should get double the profit. It will not happen because the chances of such trades are very limited. 70% of the trades that you take in a day could give you returns between 20 to 25%, 20 to 40%. And within this point, you should know that this is the point I would exit and take another trade. There is no harm in taking trade. But this, when you do, will put a discipline in your trading, and you can be a very successful trader because it increases your confidence. And this is what I do. I don't keep big targets. I always keep smaller targets of 20 to 40%. At every level, whenever a trade of mine goes near 20%, I check what is the price action, I check what is the volumes, and I see what is the trend. Is the trend going up or is it stuck over there? Am I seeing a downward selling pressure coming in? All these will help me to decide that within this range of every trade of mine I book. Now, will every trade of mine be profitable? No. That is the reason I use stop loss. So, whenever I buy a trade, whether it is CE or PE in options, I normally trade only in options. So, whenever I buy a CE or PE, I always put something called as stop loss. My stop loss for every trade that I take ranges from 25% to 40%. That means there are some trades where I am okay to take a loss up to 40%. There are trades where I can take loss only up to 25%. Anything within this range, if my trade is going down, then I am happy to exit, because the same trade can result in zero for me or losing my entire capital. But whenever a stop loss hits, I am never unhappy. Okay, or I don't chase that trade. I'm not chasing. I don't think that, oh, I lost this 40%, now I have to make this 40%, what do I do? I don't get into immediately taking something to see if I can make profit. Never. Whenever 2 to 3 trades of mine consistently hits stop loss, let's say I took 3 trades and all 3 trades I lost in a day, in that scenario I wait. I don't take immediate some other trade in order to see how I can recover. Never think of recovery. You should always think of, okay, I lost a trade, I am happy because I expected it to go up, but there's a stop loss which saved my capital. So you should plan your next day. And whenever you lose 2 to 3 trades consecutively in a day, do not trade for the rest of the trade, because that day if you lose 2 to 3 trades, your mind will always be thinking of only one thing, which is how can I recover my money fast. And there is where things go further down and you lose a lot of capital. Whenever I lose 2 to 3 trades, I never trade that day. I just leave it and I just keep watching the markets. I trade only when my trade is successful. So my first trade, let's say T1, could be success. My T2, my second trade that I take, can hit stop loss. Then I take a third trade because here I was success, here I failed. Then I don't mind taking a third trade, because my success, the profit that I have made through my success, I have incurred a loss, so I am neutral here. In my T1 and T2, I am neutral. So I now take a third trade, which is T3, and try to see whether I can make profit or not. And if T3 is successful, I again take a T4. So this is how I plan my trade, and I request all of you to plan your trade. Don't run behind profit. Sometimes a trade 3, trade 4 will not even come, because the market could become very flat. There is no fluctuation, or there is a lot of premium eating that is happening in during option trading. So you should be very clear on your profit booking. So let me summarize this. Profit booking, whatever price you buy, from your buying price, always keep stop loss of 25%. And if you're making anything between 20 to 40%, you should book profit. Okay, and you should, before you at 40%, if your trade is going really well up, that time you have to see price action, you have to see if selling pressure is there, you have to see how the market is trending. All these factors you have to evaluate if you further want to hold the trade thinking that it will become a multi-bagger. This is what my suggestion is on profit booking. Thank you so much for watching this video, friends. If you feel this is something that many of your friends who are in trading need to know, please share this video, subscribe to our channel Forex Raja, and we also have premium group where I give daily trades for my members. You can join our premium group also. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.